YouTubies and tubettes, and welcome back to Retro Specs. And look at this swish little armchair, a little standard lamp. But I didn't really come here to show you these. I've got something much more epic and much bigger to show you. The reason I'm on a flat world is because this creation will create quite a lot of lag and doesn't much like terrain, although I will show you how it works on terrain later. But first, we have this armchair and this standard lamp. And I know a lot of people have been putting furniture on the workshop. Diesel included, Otto I think as well. I was going to include a bit of furniture, but my furniture has a little bit of flair. This isn't just standard furniture. If those of you that saw the pyramid and the flying carpet will probably realise that this has got something else going on underneath. And yes, it flies. I will show you. It uses the same flight method as the magic carpet. Oh, it's a little bit more unstable, but it does fly exactly the same way. And then we have the lamp. I'll probably need to climb on top of the chair to get there. But again, it's the pyramid on top. And I put a little lamp stand underneath. And again, it flies in the same manner. So we can spin it. We can... So there's your yaw. We have also got your pitch. And your roll. So this thing is flyable. I don't know about landing it. That would be probably a bit of a task. Let's see. See if I can. Can I land this thing? I'd like to go back to where I came from, really. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but... Let's turn it. Oh, spinning a little bit too much there, Spuds. No, it's going. No way. Oh, you're getting it. Oh, no, it's down. It does fly. It's a little unstable, but it does fly. This will be on the workshop along with the armchair. Let's... if it's the only mode of transport I have, I'm going to have to use it to get back over there, and I will take it steady. Let's see. Let's go up here. Jump on there. And we're going to take this steady, so if I go, it's over there. So if I go up and just tilt it forward, I should be able to just edge my way over there. There we go. There we are. And then hopefully stand it up again. Let's see. Oh, not quite. But you get the idea. If anyone can land that, I would be surprised. But you see, I've been making quite a lot of flyers, and I thought, well, let's make some furniture fly. Now, kind of, we have a saying in Great Britain. I don't know if you have this saying around the world, but it's everything but the kitchen sink. You know, so I've made quite a lot of things fly, and you could say everything but the kitchen sink. But no, I don't do things by half. So I have, in fact, got the kitchen sink. And again, this is another flyer. It's a little bit unstable because of the weight differential with the tap on the side. However, it does fly in the same method. I can turn it, I can pitch it, I can roll it, kinda. The roll's a little bit skew, but it flies. It does fly. If anything, it flies better than Millennium Falcon, which is kind of scary, really. One of my best creations doesn't fly as well as a kitchen sink. That's saying something. Anyway, let's see. I always have trouble with landing these things because I get a little bit carried away with the speed. Oh, there you go. And the one thing is, if this does go over, I can kind of turn it back around. There you go. And back onto the top. So there's the kitchen sink. And that was just a few little things I threw together because I've just been having fun with testing out the flyers with these mini thrusters with the MJM mod. If you wanted to test these out, you will need the MJM mod and possibly Grego. I'm not sure if I'm using Grego parts on these or not. I'm not using Durf, I don't believe. In fact, the pyramid might. So the table lamp may do. So yeah, it uses all the mod packs, let's just say that. So you will need the mod packs in order to play these, but they will be on the workshop for you to test out if you do have the packs. But this wasn't what I came here to show you, and I may delete these out of the world because what I'm about to bring in will create a little bit of lag. But believe me, it is worth it. So let's just take this out for a moment. We'll take this one out for a moment. And we'll take this one out. Now I'm going to load it in from the workshop, but I am going to cut the video because I don't want you to see what I'm selecting. I just want you to see it when it's out. So let's just take that away and then I will load it in. Okay then guys, welcome back. Now what I have is just here. Now couple of you may have seen this. I did do a video on Yooka Laylee, a game by Playtonic Games, in a similar vein to Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is the character from Yooka Laylee. This is Yooka. He's like a chameleon, and I thought I'd have a little build and see if I could get him doing something. Now, you will notice that there is a skeleton in this. He does have joints, and you're probably thinking, yeah, but you can't really do a lot with that. Well, I thought so too, until Mr. Brent Batch, and excuse the lag now, Mr. Brent Batch brought out a no-tip device. Now, the no-tip device, I think you may have seen, has been used in Lure Up the Great's Pokeball or Grand Pokeball. If I just open this, you'll see that there and there and there are 3 of the no-tip devices which keep this thing upright. There's also thrusters, controllers, and all sorts of gubbins in there that get this thing to do what it does. Now, what does it do, I hear you cry? I'll show you what it does. You're probably going to need a lift. So let's open the back there. There's the driving seat. If I put a lift down, I'm going to jump up there. Let's just raise myself up. And this is laggy. I do appreciate that, but it's a big build with a lot going on. So let's jump in there. And if I press the 1 key, I'll shut the door. What I can now do, let's zoom out a second, I can turn left and right, which will turn the head and also turn the body. But it doesn't stop there. If I press the 3 key, I've got a little bit of movement on the mouth. It isn't the best, a little bit of movement on the mouth. But the best part of this is when I press the 2 key, this happens. Yeah, baby, this thing runs. If I get you a really nice shot of it, it's hard to do because it is a big build, but you will see it runs. Now, it doesn't always run very well on terrain, and that is why I've got it in a flat world, because sometimes the toes catch the floor, and when they do, he kind of tips over, but the animation tries to carry on and he ends up in a right mess. I will demonstrate that because sometimes he goes quite well, but on a flat world he does tend to go reasonably fast and reasonably well. Doesn't look it, I know, in this current mode because of the lag that I've got. However, he is moving pretty fast. He covers quite a distance. So his arms and his legs have all got motion that I've generated by controller, so I've input those into controllers. I've used 1 timer only in order to offset the second leg from the first. So the second leg uses exactly the same animation as the first, but it doesn't start until the first one's halfway through the animation. So the second leg is like on a timer to hold it off just a couple of seconds while the first leg does its thing. And the result with Brent Batch's no-tip in there means that this thing doesn't fall over. It's the thrusters that keep it just enough in the air so that the toes catch the floor on the way down, and the arms and legs move in a reasonably realistic motion, I think, for a running animation. It's hard to see when you're in it. I can set it going when I'm out of it though. So if I jump out, I can just let him run off for a bit and we can get a little view of him as he runs away. So there he goes. He runs off. Yep, no problem. Bye, Yooka. See you later. There's no catching that. I'm going to need a vehicle, and if I'm going to catch that, I'm going to need a vehicle. He's off. Yep, he's off. Bye-bye. See you later. So, yeah. So, there is a runner. I think it's the first real, proper runner I've seen in Scrap Mechanic with proper skeletal animation, and it's only possible because of Brent's no-tip device. So thank you, Brent, so much for developing that, because that is something that's made this possible. It's fantastic creation, and he did that by using the weld glitch you may have seen on his video, where he welds parts together, and he welded glass blocks and bearings and spring glitches all together to make a no-tip device. And Yooka's off in the distance there. Let's load in a terrain world so you can see how this thing goes on a terrain. Okay then, guys, so here we are. I'm on my terrain world. I've got my little Fisher Price car here. There is my Yooka over there. And we're going to see how he rides on terrain, or how we can drive him on terrain. So, let's park this up. This is also going to be on the workshop. It isn't on there yet, I don't believe. But I will put it on the workshop for that. This is the one with the turbo on the back. I will put it on there for you to try out if you do want to try this out. Just delete it for now. There will be another video containing that and some other toys going forward. So let's have a look then at terrain. Yooka, how do you manage terrain? Well, let's jump on and find out. Go up here. Oh, yep, nearly. A bit of lag. I'm nearly falling off the lift. And jump in there. Shut the door. And zoom out. And number 2. And let's get him running and see how he goes. And like I say, sometimes in this world, because it's not very level, he sometimes goes a little bit too high. The leg misses the floor, and therefore the second leg hits it at the wrong angle, and then he falls over onto his knees or his bum or something, and he doesn't end up running correctly. But he handles it quite well for the most part. It's just very, very rarely, well, he does come a cropper, and he doesn't go so well. So, like I say, when you turn, his head turns with it, so it's just a little bit of head turning motion just to demonstrate that he is looking in the direction he's about to run in. And yeah, I think it's great. Of course I built it, I would. And like I say, I think it's the first proper running animation that I've ever seen in Scrap Mechanic on an actual walker. There he goes, he's going to fall over. Yep, his foot's caught the floor. And oh, he got round. No, he got over it. No, he's still going. Yeah, I thought he was going to go over then, but he didn't. Let's say very rarely will he won't actually fall on his face because he can't. The notip won't allow it, but he will go down onto his knees if he hits it at the wrong angle. But he's not coping too bad. I was going to try and get him to jump. There you go. He's done it. And he's nearly... Oh, he's back again. He's fighting. Yooka's fighting to run into a tree. No, is he? Oh, he's done for. I think he's done for. Is he? No, yeah, on his knees. He's going. He's dipping. He's dipping. He can't stand up. Not now. He's done for. Surely he's done for. Shall I turn him? See if we can get him back. Turn him slightly. He's going to be running at a funny angle though. And is he going? He's going over. He can't stand up anymore. Look, he's got to go. There you go. So yeah, terrain isn't his forte, let's say. But on the flat, he is pretty quick. I am looking at trying to build a Sonic version of this because now I've got the skeleton. Technically speaking, I could build any design I wanted. I could take this tail off, which was what I was planning on doing. Put the big spikes on the back there and on his head and paint him blue. Turn him into a big Sonic. That was a plan that I did have. I may do that. Let's tell me that if you want to see that, I will try it. Or a big version of myself or whatever. I'm going to try a few things with this design because I think it's good and I like the animation. So it took a long time to get that run cycle as I wanted it, but I think it works pretty well. I think you'd agree. So there you go, that is my Yooka. I will stay with him on the lift because I don't want this world to lag any more than it already did. And if you like this video, why not spank the hell out of that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe for more retro specs. But until next time, see you soon. Bye for now.